Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I'm Ayman Umar. Telangana Chief Secretary Sumesh Kumar on Wednesday visited the Golconda Fort and reviewed arrangements being made for Independence Day celebrations. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao will be unfurling the national flag at 10:30 in the morning. The Chief Secretary reviewed arrangements with the police, the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, the Roads and Building Department, Information and Public Relations, and Revenue Departments at the venue. He said proper arrangements should be made for security and traffic management so as to ensure that no inconvenience is caused to the public. The Telangana High Court has directed the state government to prepare a plan to prevent the third wave of COVID-19. In view of the Ganesh Utsav celebrations, the High Court has also directed the government to ensure adherence to COVID-19 guidelines. The High Court bench, comprising of Chief Justice Hema Kohli and Vijay Sen Reddy, reviewed the pandemic situation in the state. The bench gave instructions to the government that the COVID-19 protocols should be strictly followed during the Ganesh Utsav celebrations. The High Court gave specific recommendations to the government to control the spread of the virus. The court said that the Telangana state can adopt measures that have been placed in other states to control the spread of COVID-19. The court advised that the officials should prepare a comprehensive plan for the conduct of the COVID-19 tests, its treatment, and the vaccination drive. Congress has strongly condemned the offensive language used by the state ministers Prashant Reddy and Indra Kiran Reddy towards Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee President Revant Reddy. Speaking to the media personnel, former Congress MP Ravi and party spokesperson Dr. Sharvan said that the Dalit public meet at Indravali in Adilabad district was a grand success. They claimed that the Telangana Rashtriya Samiti leaders have become anxious after the wonderful response the Congress has received in the public meet. Ravi said that due to fear of losing, the TRS leaders are making abusive statements. He said that the Congress will form the next government in Telangana state and the corrupt leaders of the TRS will be dealt by law. After heavy rainfall in the month of July, Hyderabad is witnessing a rise in temperatures in August. The heat waves are likely to persist in the city till 15th of August. The weather department has predicted that the temperatures in the city will be above normal for the next few days. Last month there was a substantial drop in the temperatures with continuous rainfall. Generally, lesser temperatures are recorded in the month of August and September. The weather department has predicted rainfall after 15th of August, which could result in a drop in the temperatures. After the Supreme Court directed that bail be granted to senior Samajwadi MP Muhammad Azam Khan and his son Abdullah Azam in a case of alleged cheating and forgery of documents, the Uttar Pradesh police have now filed a supplementary charge sheet in a related case, charging the duo under the non-bailable section of criminal conspiracy. Khan and his son will now have to file a fresh bail application in order to get bail in this FIR, which was filed in 2019 in Rampur, pertaining to the alleged forgery of a birth certificate. Khan's wife, Tanzeen Fatima, was also named in the FIR. The Allahabad High Court had given conditional bail to all the three accused in the case in October last year, following which Tanzeen Fatima was released from prison. A first information report has been filed against 51 members of the Kranti Sena for harassing shopkeepers and warning them against the hiring of Muslim men. Kranti Sena, a right-wing Hindu organization in Uttar Pradesh, arranged for a group of people in Muzaffarnagar which went around shops and threatened against the hiring of Muslim men who were working as mehendi designers for Hindu women on the occasion of Haryali Teej. The shopkeepers were, however, not keen on caving into Kranti Sena's demand. A report by the Times of India quoted Kranti Sena General Secretary Manoj Saini, who remarked, "On the pretext of employment, Muslim youth entice Hindu girls in a love jihad." The incident at Muzaffarnagar was brought to light by Ali Shah Jafri, who documented the incident of Kranti Sena officials checking shops in the region, to which Muzaffarnagar's police replied by stating that officials are patrolling the shops to prevent communal disharmony. A report by the Quint remarked that out of the 51 members in the FIR, 11 were named, while the remaining 40 are yet to be disclosed. A 45-year-old man in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh was beaten, assaulted, and made to chant Jai Shri Ram slogans on Wednesday. The victim was thrashed in front of his daughter in full public view and was finally saved from the mob by the police. In a disturbing footage that was released online by the locals showed the man's little daughter holding onto him tightly and begging the assaulters to spare him. The man was later handed over to the police. However, he was reportedly even beaten up in police custody as well. The incident took place about 500 meters from an intersection where the right-wing group Bajrang Dal held a meeting and alleged that Muslims in the area were trying to convert a Hindu girl in their locality. The assault reportedly took place just after the meeting. The United Arab Emirates is opening the largest aquarium in the world called SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, and it will become the first dedicated marine research center in the country, inhabited by more than 68,000 species of marine animals. Abu Dhabi's Miral, in partnership with SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, on Wednesday announced that 64% of the development work on the project, which is being built on Yas Island, has been completed, noting that the full construction work is scheduled to be completed in 2022. The park is built in 5 different indoor levels, and the marine park is spread over an area of about 183,000 square meters. This will include many special creatures including sharks, sea turtles, jellyfish, and 25 million liters of water storage for them. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.